Hello, good morning students. Today we will see how to solve word problems questions based on multiplication and division. Let us solve problem set number 16. Your first question we have, from a total of 10,000 rupees, Anna donated 7,000 rupees to a school. The remaining amount was to be divided equally among 6 students as the all-round student prize. What was the amount of each prize? Okay, here we have the total amount, that is 10,000. Out of 10,000, he has donated 7,000 rupees to a school. So first of all, we will find out the remaining amount by subtracting 10,000 by 7,000. After that, whatever the amount is left, that will be divided among 6 students. So let us do subtraction first. Here 2 steps are there. First of all, we have to do subtraction and then division. Then we will get the amount of each prize. This 10,000 is a total amount and the 7,000 is donated amount. We will find out the remaining amount by subtraction. So let us do subtraction here. 0 minus 0, 0. Again 0. 0 minus 0, again 0. Here we will consider this as 10. 10 minus 7 will be 3. Therefore, the remaining amount is 3,000. So write down. Is 3,000. So now we have to divide this 3,000 among 6 students. So this 3,000 will divide it by 6. Okay, 6 5s are 30. Your 0 0 will be left. Take the 0 down. 6 zeros are 0. Again 0 will be left. Now take the 0 down. Again 6 zeros are 0. That means the answer will be 500. That means therefore the amount of each prize is 500 rupees. So in this way we have to solve this question. First you have to do subtraction to find out the remaining amount and then do division to find out the amount of each prize. Okay, now let's see question number 2. An amount of 260 rupees each was collected from 50 students for a picnic. If 11,450 rupees were spent for the picnic, what is the amount left over? Okay, here we have 260 rupees each was collected from 50 students. That means from one student they have collected 260 rupees. So first of all we have to find out for 50 students. So if the amount for one student is known, we can find out for 50 students by multiplication. So we will multiply 260 rupees by 50 students. So after that, whatever the amount we will get, that will be subtracted by 11,450 because we have to find out the left remaining amount. So by multiplication we will get the total amount. From the total amount we will subtract the spent amount. Then we will get the leftover, that is remaining amount. So let us start. Here we will do multiplication and then subtraction. So first we will multiply 260 by 50. This 260 is amount collected by one student, and this 50 is number of student. Now let's do multiplication to find out the total amount. 0 multiplied by 0, 0. 0 multiplied by 6 is 0. 0 multiplied by 2 is again 0. Let's take unit place as 0 and then we will multiply by 5. 5 zeros are 0. 5 6 are 30. 0 will be here and 3 will be carry over. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 3 will be 13. Now we will do addition. Let's do addition. 0 plus 0 will be 0. Again 0 plus 0, 0. 0, this will be 3 and this will be 1. That means they have collected total 13,000 rupees. Now out of this 13,000 they have spent 11,450. We will find out the remaining amount by subtraction. So let's do subtraction. 13,000 minus 11,450. This 13,000 is collected amount and this 11,450 is spent amount. This much amount is spent. So we will find out the remaining amount by subtraction. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 5 is not possible. We have to borrow. But we cannot borrow from this 0. So first of all we will borrow from this 3. This will become 2 and this will become 10. We will borrow from this 10. This will become 10 and here it will be 9. So 10 minus 5 will be 5. 9 minus 4 will be 5. 2 minus 1 will be 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0. That means 1,550 rupees is left. So write down, therefore 1,550 rupees is left over. Okay, let's see question number 3. A shopkeeper bought a sack of 50 kg of sugar for 1,750 rupees. As the price of sugar fell, he had to sell it at the rate of 32 rupees per kilo. How much less money did he get than he had spent? Okay, now he had spent 1,750 rupees for 50 kg of sugar. Now we have to find out how much rupees he had got by selling 50 kg of sugar. He had sold 50 kg of sugar for 32 rupees per kilo. Per kilo means for 1 kg he had got 32 rupees. We have to find out for 50 kg. So we will multiply this cost of 1 kg of sugar by 50 kg. So write down 50 multiply by 32. This 50 is a weight of sugar. This 32 is the rate of 1 kg sugar. So write down rate of 1 kg sugar. So find out the total price by multiplication. 2 zeros are 0, 2 5s are 10. Take 0 here, 3 zeros are 0, 3 5s are 15. Now do addition. Okay, he had got 1,600 after selling 50 kg of sugar. But he had bought 50 kg of sugar for 1,750. That means he suffered a loss over here. So how much less money he had got, that we will find out by subtraction. This 1,600 is a selling price and this 1,750 rupees is a cost price. So we will subtract cost price by the selling price. This is the cost price and this is selling price. So do subtraction. 0, 5 minus 0 will be 5, 7 minus 6 will be 1 and it will be 0. That means he had got 150 rupees less after selling this 50 kg of sugar. So write down, therefore he got 150 rupees less. Okay, let us see question number 4. A shopkeeper bought 7 pressure cookers at rate of 1,870 rupees per cooker. That means for one cooker the cost price is 1,870. We have to find out for 7 pressure cooker. So we will multiply this amount by 7. Then we will get the total amount. Then after that he sold them all for a total of 14,230 rupees. Then he sold all the cookers for rupees 14,230. We have to find out whether he had got less money or more money than he had spent. So let us find out the cost price first. So we will multiply 1,870 by 7. This 1,870 is the rate of one cooker or price of one cooker. and this 7 is number of cookers. So let's do multiplication. 7 zeros are 7, 7 sevens are 49, 9 will be here and 4 will be carryover. 7 eights are 56, 56 plus 4 will be 60, 0 here and 6 will be carryover. 7 ones are 7, 7 plus 6 will be 13. That means he had purchased 7 cookers for 13,090 rupees and he sold all the cookers for 14,230. That means he made a profit over here because he had purchased the cooker for less amount and he has sold the cookers for the more amount. That means he made a profit over here. So let's see how much profit he had got. So we will do subtraction. Now this amount, this 14,230 is a selling price. Selling price means the amount in which he has sold. This is the cost price, the amount in which he has purchased. So let's see how much more amount he had got. So let's do subtraction. 0 minus 0, 0. 3 minus 9 is not possible. Borrow from here. This will become 13. 13 minus 9 will be 4. 1 minus 0 will be 1. 4 minus 3 will be 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0. That means he made a profit here 1,140 rupees. Therefore, he got 1,140 rupees more. So let's see question number 5. 14 families in a society together bought 8 sacks of wheat, each weighing 98 kilos. That means for one sack, the weight of one sack is 98 kilo. We have to find out the weight of 8 sacks. So here we will do multiplication to find out the total weight of that sacks. If they shared all the wheat equally, what was the share of each family? Then after multiplication, whatever the weight we will get, we will divide among 14 families. So we will do division. The first step is we have to do multiplication to find out the total weight of that sacks, and after that we will do division to divide that wheat among 14 families. So let's start. First we will do multiplication. 98 will multiply by 8. This 98 is weight of one sack, and this 8 is number of sacks. So let's do multiplication. 8 8s are 64, 4 will be here and 6 will be carryover. 8 9s are 72, 72 plus 6 will be 78. That means the total weight of the sack is 784. So therefore the total weight of 8 sacks is 784 kg. Now we will divide this 784 kg of wheat among 14 families. So let's divide. 784 will divided by 14. Those who don't know the table of 14, they can make table of here and do division. I already explained you how to make a table. So here we will do directly. First consider for 2 digits, this will be 78. Now 14 table doesn't contain 78, it has 70. That is 14 5s are. So write down 14 5s are 70. Now do subtraction. 8 minus 0 will be 8. 7 minus 7 will be 0. Now take this 4 down. This will be 84. Now 14 table has 84. That is 6 are. 14 6 are 84. So after subtraction you will get 0 0. That means that each family will get 56 kg of wheat. So write down, therefore the share of each family was 56 kg. That means each family will get 56 kg of wheat. Now let's do question number 6. The capacity of each of an overhead water tank is 3000 liters. Let's see question number 6. The capacity of an overhead water tank is 3000 liters. There are 16 families living in this building. If each family uses 225 liters of water every day, will the tank filled to capacity be enough for all the families? If not, what will be the daily shortfall be? Okay, the capacity of water tank is given, that is 3000 liters. First of all, we will find out how much liter of water is used by 16 family. If one family uses 225 liters of water, now the liter of water used by one family is given. We have to find out for 16 families. So we will multiply this 225 by 16. So first of all, find out that we will multiply 225 by 16. This 225 is liter of water used by one family, and this 16 is the number of families. To find out water used by 16 families, we will do multiplication. 6 5s are 30, 3 will be carryover, 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 3 will be 15, 1 will be carryover, 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 1 will be 13. We take 0 here, 1 5s are 5, 1 2s are 2, 1 2s are 2. Now do addition. 0, 5 plus 5 will be 10, 0 here, 1 will be carryover, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6, 1 plus 2 3. That means 3600 liters of water is used by 16 families. So write down, therefore 3600 liters of water is used by 16 families. But the capacity of water tank is 3000 only. That means how much is water is shortfall, that we have to find out. That we will find out by subtraction. 3600 liters of water is required for 16 families, but the capacity of water tank is only 3000. That means how much will be the shortfall? That means 600 rupees will be the shortfall. Just write down this statement. Therefore, the daily shortfall will be 600 liter. Okay student, I hope you understood all these questions. Solve all the questions of problem set number 16 in your notebook. If you have any queries, you can ask your doubts in doubt clearing section. Okay, bye.